What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Darium's Competitive Pokemon. Going to be playing a game on PTCGO with Metagross GX. Metagross GX is a super sweet deck. I think it is very good and is just such a stable archetype. It's actually been growing on me quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. I think that it's just such a strong archetype. Once it gets set up, it's very hard to stop that train from rolling. I think it's just such a consistent deck too. Sorry if any of you guys can hear Kevin's dogs. They're going kind of crazy upstairs. It's such a consistent deck too. Just being able to either go in with Vulpix early and Beacon. You know, most of your deck has a retreat cost of 1. So it's pretty easy to get Beacon Vulpix out there pretty early. But also having the option, oh my god, talk about consistency. Also having the option to go in with Algorithm GX and set your board up that way. It's also just really good. So we'll see maybe if this hand buffs out here. If not, this is going to be a quick one and done game. Looks like I am playing against Tapu Bulu Vikavolt here, which should be a good matchup for me. I usually have no problems beating this deck with Metagross. However, if I start a Tapu Lele, maybe attach a Psychic Energy and pass, things could get ugly here pretty quickly. Fortunately, I do have a mulligan card that I get to draw, though, because my opponent did not start with a basic that first time, so we are going to get to draw one extra card here. Hopefully, between that and my top deck, I will be able to get yes to all. Oh, I got 3 mulligans. All right, and we're in it. And we got a turn 1 Bridget. Wow, thank you, opponent. So this is fantastic. We're going to be able to go Beldum, and Beacon Vulpix. I think we're going to go to try and just Beacon instead of that way. I could just go Beldum, and then try to set up without Beacon Vulpix. Actually, that's probably correct, because unless my opponent ends me here, and I don't know about y'all, but I've been seeing a lot of these Bulu Vikavolt decks are playing like almost no supporters, so I am not too worried about what my opponent's trying to do here. I'm just going to go ahead, do my own thing, and I doubt that they're going to end me, actually. Even though N is like their best supporter, they play the most of it, they're probably going to go for a turn 1 Bridget, like probably. Maybe they don't like the fact that I have a big hand, maybe they do go Lele for N, but okay, they do. But, you know, I'm not too worried. I could always get the Beacon Vulpix this next turn if I really need it. I think I was probably best off just going for the 2 Beldum and a Metagross, just because I would have had such a powerful, you know, turn 2. And now you can see I don't even need the Vulpix, right? I'm going to be able to go straight, retreat into Metagross and Algorithm next turn, since I do have the rare candy here. So we did not need the Vulpix this game, and this is one of the reasons why I love this deck so much. It's just because it is just built-in consistency. All you need is 1 Metagross. I don't even need an energy, because I could just Geotech that thing back up onto me, and I could go from there. I could Ultra Ball away the Choice Band, or I could Ultra Ball away maybe a Field Blower and a... That actually is not like a horrible idea. I could Ultra Ball a bunch of these things away and get another Metagross into play, which like could be pretty cool. And like I could Tapu Lele for my Skyla. You know, I could do that, or I could just sit on these resources and I could Algorithm and save all that for next turn. I think I am going to do it just in case my opponent decides to be annoying and end me again. So I am just going to get rid of the Ultra Ball and the Field Blower. Hopefully I didn't prize my Skyla. That would have been pretty bad. Nope, she's in here. So that's good. So let's just go ahead and get the Tapu Lele. And then we're going to Lele here. Yep, I'd like to get a supporter. Let's go get our Skyla. And then we're going to get our second Metagross into play. And this deck is just totally crazy, because now I'm ready to start using Giga Hammer on the second turn of the game, or on the third turn of the game, excuse me. And, you know, it's going to be tough for my opponent to be able to deal with this. Like, yeah, they're going to get a turn 2 flying flip, but that is not enough for their, you know, for the Bulus to be able to do much damage. They're going to need to get off multiple flying flips in order to keep up with me. So I'm going to go grab that Psychic. I'm not going to attach the Choice Band yet, since they play a bunch of those. Field Blowers, and then I'm going to Algorithm. Yep, I'm sure I want to use my Algorithm GX. Let's go get let's see here. We could get a rare candy, another Metagross. We could get... I love getting Professor's Letter with Algorithm. Just so good, because I could throw those energies into the discard pile. We could grab a Max Potion, but I'm not exactly sure that I want to do that yet. But just want to save those. And let's see. We could get a Metal Energy and a Sycamore. I think that looks pretty good. That way I have all my dudes out, and I have max potions in deck if I want them. I could get Guzma if like I really want it. I don't need to. I don't want a Guzma though. I want to get, you know, just move in here, knock out my opponent's Tapu Koko, because I need to take care of this Koko. I need to get this thing out of the picture so my opponent is like getting as few snipes as possible. Looks like my opponent is getting a relatively strong start for themselves. They got a turn 2 Rare Candy Vikavolt, so that's awesome. They just were gripping that, had that in hand. Maybe my opponent ends me again. Like, that'd be pretty annoying. Especially since I just used my GX attack. But, you know, that's kind of more or less the risk that you take here with Algorithm. And they do have the end, but that's fine. So that's why I went for the Skyla play with my Metagross last turn, is because I wanted to have 2 Metagross guaranteed set up in case my opponent did play the end. Now I am going to have to find a couple copies of Metal Energy here if I want to be able to attack this turn, which I do. I do not want to let my opponent get away with doing this much more often. I've already used my Skyla, so I can't. That would be nice to be able to Lele for a Skyla to be able to take this thing out. I'm not going to be able to retreat, I don't think. So let's Ultra Ball away the Lele and the... Let's Ultra Ball those away. Huh. How am I going to do this? I don't know what I'm going to do. I could Sycamore and just hope I hit it that way. I could Lele back up, grab a Sycamore, and go like that. I could Guzma, but I don't have enough energy in the discard yet, so I need to get some more energies down. Let's see. So I think... Okay, alright, we gotta hurry up. I'm gonna grab that Vulpix, and then I think I am just gonna go ahead and do the Sycamore play just to give myself the best chance possible of being able to hit these cards that I need in order to get an attack off this turn. I really, really, really want to negate this. I really want to take this Tapu Koko out of the picture here, which means that I'm going to need to find a way to discard a metal, and I need to draw into a metal, which we got. So I'm happy with my play there, that I went with all of that just so that I could draw aggressively and hit these cards that I needed here. So let's go ahead and Professor's Letter, just showing off how good it is right now. And because I could use Professor's Letter and Ultra Ball away 2 metals, so now I have them both in the discard pile. Easily going to be able to Geotech next turn. I'm just going to grab the Metagross so I can evolve that up next turn. I'm going to, let's see, maybe attach to my bench Metagross and then Geotech Systems twice. I guess that's like a fine play. It's just so that I do have an energy on my benched Metagross. That, you know, that works. I could get out my Necrozma in this matchup, but I'm not really trying to do anything with Necrozma here because I want to be taking big one-hit knockouts with Pokemon that can't get return knocked out. That's, you know, a really important reason why we do play the 4 choice band in this list. I'm playing 4 choice band now just because the difference between hitting 180 and hitting 150 is just game changing. So we need to be able to have that option. So let's go ahead and Giga Hammer. We're going to knock this dude out. Even though he resists me, I still do enough damage to knock out that Tapu Koko, get his annoying butt out of here. There's the Necrozma, just in case we need him. But my opponent, going to come up with Tapu Bulu. It's going to be pretty annoying for my opponent because they are not going to be able to get that one-hit knockout that they want. So, you know, ideally they want to be able to hit, you know, they'll hit Choice Band, they'll do 210. Oh, they have the Kakoi, no way! So 210, 230, they had everything they needed. I can't believe he had the Kakoi in his hand and the Choice Band. So they are going to get the return knockout on my Metagross. That is disgusting. I can't believe they had all that. I mean, odds are my opponent maybe plays like 1, maybe 2 copies of Kakoi with the Octillery in there. I can't imagine them playing any more than 1 copy of Kakoi, but that's fine. You know, we're going to be able to make it through this We do have the return knockout here on my opponent's Tapu Bulu with the choice band, so I am cool with this. There's no way they're pulling that off again. Just, there's no way. They ain't pulling that crap off again. So we are going to be just fine. I think that I'm going to, let's see, I am, in retrospect, I'm glad that I attached that energy. I have that there. Let's go ahead. Let's rescue Stretcher. And we're going to put 3 Pokemon from the discard pile into the deck. And we're going to put those. I guess we got to shuffle that Vulpix back in there too. But just wanted to get all those back in. I'm going to Field Blower my opponent's Floatstone and the Choice Band, even though he is getting knocked out. I could bench this Necrozma. Like, the Necrozma could be situationally useful now that, like, I'm in kind of a prize race situation with my opponent, just in case, like, I don't draw into the energy. But I think ideally, like, I want to set up another Metagross, so I'm not going to bench it right away. Just going to see what we draw here. We did draw into the Necrozma, so at this point I'm thinking I probably just should bench it just in case, just to give ourselves another option. And then let's Geotech Systems 2 times to my active Metagross, and we'll be able to take this one-hit knockout. So we have the Necrozma down here, we have another Choice Band, we have a Max Potion, but you can see because I only have 2 Metagross out, it is going to be very difficult for me to be able to get another Giga Hammer off, because instead, you know, having the 3 Metagross out means that I could just charge them up naturally. I don't need to draw into an energy from hand. So now I'm in a little bit of a weird spot. Something I can do here is I could retreat into Tapu Lele and Tapu Cure. I may decide to do that, and I think that's like a pretty good heads-up play, and can give me just another turn to be able to draw into the energy that I need. Unfortunately, you know, a couple weird things might happen. First of all, if my opponent decides to attack with his Vikavolt, I can't knock that out. So, like, that's definitely weird. It has 150 hit points and a metal resistance, so I can't kill that. However, you could see, oh, we're cool. We got Guzmas in hand, so we could just Guzma out from, oh my goodness, are they going for the GX attack? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Unfortunately, I only have 3 energy in play, but because I have Guzmas in my hand, I could just Guzma out like a Lele or something like that, and, you know, just be able to stream attacks that way. Now, you know, because I could Guzma and then I can Geotech Systems onto, you know, my Lele or something, and then take another knockout that way. But, you know, that does make things weird for me trying to close out this game. They didn't attack. Okay, so, like, that is definitely weird. I do want to take out, let's see here. I pretty much have my choice of who I want to knock out right now. I think I want to knock out this Tapu Koko. It's just looking like way too intimidating, so I think I'm just going to take that dude out. I'm going to take out the Tapu Koko. We're going to promote the Tapu Lele. Let's Geotech Systems onto it, you know, for the one time. And then let's retreat. And we do have that Choice Band, so that's cool. At this point, like, I'm pretty much, and they scooped because we got it there. You know, looks like my opponent wasn't going to be able to pull that one out. I had another Guzma there as a backup, and I had the Max Potions. At that point, I was just going to burn the Max Potions just so I didn't get end back into them, because at the end of the game there, all I want to do is be able to just draw into the cards that I need out of a late game end or something like that. My opponent might not have even had the end that they needed because they were going heavy on the ends early in the game. So, you know, that makes me a little skeptical of playing such low supporter counts. I've seen some Bulu lists like only playing 3N, maybe, or 4N, and maybe 1 or 2 Sycamore. Maybe that's the way to go. Like, I get the logic behind it is, you know, because you don't want to burn your resources and you don't really need to draw that much when you have a deck thinning attack, ability like Strong Charge. But it does make me a little skeptical just because I feel like you might run out of your supporters really quickly. So anyways, thank you all for watching the video. Like the video. Let me know what you think of Metagross and Tapu Bulu GX in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel. Peace.